I was serving a customer who asked what was wrong with my forehead. I said it was just a skin thing. I tried to brush it off and her response was, "I thought you had to be pretty to work here." Anyone who has a visible difference is so much more than their visible difference. You know, that's not what defines them. It's not who they are as a person. Hi, I'm Jude. I'm 26 and I'm from Guruk. I first got psoriasis in my early 20s. I was in 4th year of university doing my dissertation when I noticed the patches started to grow on my face. Psoriasis is an autoimmune disease that appears on the skin. Your skin renews itself every 3 to 4 weeks. However, when you have psoriasis, it renews itself every 4 to 7 days, which causes the patches of red, irritable skin to appear. It can be brought on by things such as stress, throat infections. Some people might be going through a really stressful time, it'll flare up, and once the stress is over, it'll flare down and they'll never have it again. Other people have it for life. It was actually through my own research that I realised that psoriasis wasn't just a skin thing. Because they're always treating the skin aspect of it, you just assume that it is a skin condition, but it's not. So one of the major side effects of psoriasis is chronic fatigue. But more worryingly is anxiety and depression are much higher in people with psoriasis, and there's also conditions like psoriatic arthritis, which is when the psoriasis attacks the joints and makes you feel very, very stiff. 1 in 10 people that have psoriasis will develop psoriatic arthritis. It's horrible. It really affects your self-confidence and it's a major insecurity of mine. Doctors do seem to like to focus on how the skin looks and that aspect of it, and I have found that trying to talk to doctors about a holistic approach is kind of shrugged off. I think that when you have an autoimmune disease like psoriasis, you really need to put the holistic and the medication side hand in hand and use both to be able to live a really full life. I wasn't too bothered about the psoriasis diagnosis at first. The psoriasis patch was quite small, maybe about the size of a 20p piece on my head. I did become bothered by it though after one day when I was working in a high street retailer. I was serving a customer who went, "I thought you had to be pretty to work here." I was devastated and a little bit broken and very insecure, and then I found the online community and it really made me realize that like anyone who has a visible difference is so much more than their visible difference. You know, that's not what defines them. It's not who they are as a person. It's been really encouraging to just know that there are other people out there. There's a wonderful community out there who knows exactly what you're going through, who knows what it's like to wake up at 3 a.m. with an itch that burns, that knows what it's like when you can't get the medication, that knows how frustrating it can be, and we're all there to love and support you. Psoriasis is such an insecure condition, you can feel so isolated. I still get messages on Instagram from people saying, "I love what you're doing, I wish I had that confidence," so there's still such a long way to go. Why is self-acceptance and self-love such a radical, brave thing to be doing in 2019? You're not defined by any feature of you about how you look visibly. You know, what defines you is who you are as a person, and I think that if anyone walks away and says, you know, the person with psoriasis, that's on them. Like, if you have an issue with the way that someone looks, that's on you, that's not on the other person.